Hola, I'm Fivers and welcome to Revive Witch. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at the new UR doll that has just been released. The new doll is called Ninsar, and she is a Saltstone Compeller. As we always do, we're going to check her skills and passive at max level. Her skill 1 is called Peace Melody. It costs 2 order energy and gives all allies a shield equal to 300% of self's attack. That lasts 15 seconds. Also, grants them 15 seconds of Forest Blessing. Forest Blessing increases attack and defense both by 15%, stacks up to 3 times. So basically with 3 stacks, we're gonna be increasing the attack and defense by 45%. So we can see that this skill 1 gives a shield and increases the attack and defense of Ninsar's allies. Then her skill 2 is called Forest Ages. It costs 4 chaos energy and summons binds to deal magic damage equal to 450% of self's attack to all enemy targets and immobilizes them for 1 second. Meanwhile, inflicts them with 5 seconds of Impaired. Impaired decreases the target's attack by an amount equal to 80% of Ninsar's attack. Cannot stack. I'm a bit confused right now. Reading that this skill does magic damage for some reason. Saltstone dolls focus on physical damage, so this feels kinda weird. Then it's going to decrease the enemy's attack, but I don't see that much use for this at all. Then her passive is called Forest Ballad. Every stack of Forest Blessing on Ninsar speeds up order energy recovery by 10%. Well, the abilities of Ninsar have a pretty standard cost. If I'm not wrong, this is the ability cost of all other Saltstone Compellers besides Dorin. We can see that Ninsar relies on her skill 1 to buff the team. That's what you want in your Compeller. We don't actually use Compellers expecting to do a lot of damage. And this is what makes the skill 2 almost useless in my opinion. For example, the skill 2 of Metamorphosis is similar, but her ability at least boosts Metamorphosis skill 1 and increases all allies' damage or healing effect. Then Ninsar skill 2 reduces the attack of the enemy, but I don't think that this is going to be that important, at least on veteran accounts. Maybe it could be helpful for new players, but I'm not so sure of it. I think that her skill 1 with 2 stacks is already a pretty good buff, and it's also going to increase the speed recovery of order energy by 20%. This is a pretty similar number as the 22% that Ardesia gives with her unique equipment at level 1, and we already saw that it could be useful in some cases. But the first use of this skill is not that good, and I feel like you are going to be forced to play Ninsar's skill 1 as your first move if you play her, because you need the stacks of Forest Blessing as soon as possible, to give more attack to your allies and to increase the order energy thanks to her passive. But I wouldn't use the skill 2 at all. Let's take a look at her unique equipment and we will see if the unique equipment makes her a bit better, because right now I'm not really impressed about Ninsar's kit. Her unique equipment is called Regeneration. At level 60 gives 3000 attack, 20,250 health, 45% of critical damage resistance, and 1275 physical defense. As always, I don't recommend you to level up the unique equipment to level 60, it takes too much materials. Every stack of Forest Blessing increases self's attack by 8% and converts 4% of damage dealt to HP. So basically with the full stacks of Forest Blessing, this passive is going to give 24% of attack and 12% of damage dealt to HP. Well, as I have said before, Ninsar relies on her skill 1, and even more with her unique equipment, that also needs stacks of Forest Blessing to increase the effect of her unique equipment. In my opinion, I don't see any utility at all of her unique equipment. The buff on her attack is going to improve some effects that don't really matter, and she doesn't need the lifesteal at all. So after taking a look at her entire kit and her unique equipment, maybe she can help some teams with her skill 1 and passive, but besides that, I don't see that much potential on Ninsar. If you try to put her on a team, remember that you should use her skill 1 to get the stacks, So she's going to buff your damage dealer that must attack with Chaos Energy until you get the 3 stacks of Forest Blessing, and this is going to speed up your Order Energy recovery too. So, should you summon? I think that you can skip Ninsar's banner if you already have other good compellers. Saltstone is not a meta team right now, and I don't think that Ninsar is the character that will change this. She seems more like a Saltstone doll to play with other elements, as Tuonel can do for example, but I think that she's not the strongest attack buffer that you can find in the game, and we also have better dolls to increase the order energy regeneration, so I don't think that Ninsar is going to be that strong. As always, if you like her design or you are a Saltstone lover, just pull for her. And that's it for today's video. I hope that I have helped you. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, drop a like and consider subscribing if you wanna see more Revive Witch content in the future. And see you in the next video. Ciao! Save for the new Princess Amanami, guys!